two doors down. I kept the music really loud. And well, we have been going back and forth a little bit. I've been talking to his brother. And I'm going to talk to his dad later on. I don't know. But anyway, the neighbors right directly behind me, they started to use their stereo too, because everybody did it, right? And then I told them, oh, this is not going the way it should. And, my adrenaline level was going up. It's like a steam cooker, pressure cooker, and then all of a sudden it's just like wham, and I'm done. So I was like, well, I talked to the neighbors, they listen to it, they're going to isolate it, but they're guys my age. And then I heard the same sound again, and I was like, is this my neighbors again? It could be. The ones right behind me. So I decided to go for a walk and check it out. And no, it was actually the neighbors 2 doors down, and they had the music on really loud. So first I recorded a little video. I might post it, I don't know just yet. I don't know, is that supposed to be normal? Personally, I don't think it is. And then I went back there again because I was thinking I could talk to the neighbors. I should be able to talk to them. 425. So here we go. And now I got these here to actually quiet down. Right behind me. And now they are doing the same thing. It's really so considerate. So they opened up the door. I said, hey, come back. Because they closed again, and then it came out with, I don't know, 4 or 5. One started to push me. I didn't respond, or I might have said, don't push me. And then all these swearing words came about cancer. Cancer this, cancer that. I said, do you even know what cancer is? Because if you do, you wouldn't be using it. But then there was one, and he was slightly older, and I was like, yes, we are going to talk. And I said, can you walk with me just a little bit, because I wanted to get away from the group, because the group was, of course. And then they pulled him back in again. That was the end of being able to talk. And I said, guys, I need to go live. Well, then you don't go live. And I was like, is this considered a party? So it's a one-time thing once every 3 months? Or is this going to happen again because it's nice weather and it's summertime and, well, they need something to do? I believe in communication. I believe in talking to one another, come to a consensus. So they actually said they had called the police to snitch on me because they are under the impression that I live here. When I tell them I work here, it's, doesn't make any difference. The internet is just so much better during the night. So over here compared to at my house. Well, I don't know. So many thoughts are going through my mind. The funny thing is, though, that somehow, having dealt with the neighbors right behind me, it was easier to deal with them. And for a moment I was like, am I going to go outside? I don't want all those bugs coming in, and I'm pretty sure there are some bugs now downstairs. Hopefully they don't come up. What's wisdom in this case? In one of the other lives, I said, if this is going to continue on, I'm going to jump. I'm not literally going to jump. But if it would be going on 24/7, and especially at night, I don't know what I would do, because I've noticed that in that 1 week that my neighbors directly on the other side of the wall started doing it, I was so immensely on edge. I was also on edge because the neighbors hadn't done this for a while, the neighbors 2 doors down. And now all of a sudden they are there again. So, there's something called a party. That's okay. But what I eventually did do, even though he didn't want it anymore, I sent a little video to his big brother. And I said, just check your camera recordings from 4:25 to 4:30. Because when there's movement, the cameras start recording. I said, then you know what's going on. Because prior he said nothing's going on. So I was like, no, you just check it and you can see them pushing me and calling me names. And, well, I have to say I'm proud of myself for being this calm, and quite honestly, I'll probably just have the music from the television on a little bit louder. I guess it depends on what I'm watching. Certain series, they are low in music, and when there's not much sound, then the neighbor's music just comes waltzing in. But when there's a little bit more, like Miami Vice, for instance, then that worked quite well. Anyway, I had a great evening, and I'm thinking about all of this, right? So what I'm thinking about is, for one, that I can handle it during the day, especially outside. Today it was outside, and I was like, okay, I can handle this. And actually, I sort of can handle this too, but the calling names, the pushing me, the not wanting to talk, that's not okay. And that's why I'm recording this video. And I might actually add the other stuff in too. So there are 2 videos straight away. And then you get a better idea of how we are not supposed to talk to one another. Because it's not okay. Why do we need to be so aggressive? Why can't we just talk? That's the whole question. And it's the sheer aggression that surprises me most. Sheer aggression. Well, we'll see what they do. I can call the police, and then we get a lot of hassle again. Maybe they do. Well, if they do, I'll show the police my videos, so that's good. And in the meanwhile, well, actually, I need some sorting out. I need to do some sorting out, but I also need to make a new opt-in page. And today, when I went to the other city to meet up with a friend, I was listening to Brendan over and over and over again. I've got the charge sessions in my car. And, well, we talked about doing certain things and not doing certain things. Well, no, it was about doing certain things and not postponing them because of fear or other things, because you actually you tell your brain something. And that's also the reason why I went out. And the one thing that I have been winning right now, and this is an important one, I went out there and I wasn't impressed with their pushing. I stayed calm, so that's good. So next time I go there, I'll just keep the phone running in my pocket. So it's called proof, I suppose. But yeah, it's sad. But again, this is about speaking up, speaking out. I'm proud of myself for speaking up and speaking out, so that's a good thing. And we'll see what's going to happen next. Like I said, there were some things I needed to do. This might as well be the time to do it. And, just sort things out, because that's what I really need to do. I concluded that on my live yesterday. So, no time like the present, right? So, let's get some work done. Some good news. I don't know if it's because I sent a text message to the brother who usually wakes up at 5, but they shut down the music. In the meanwhile, I've been editing the video, putting some stuff in there so you have an idea what I'm talking about. I'm glad I recorded the video, because for me, having gone there, spoken up, even though they didn't let me talk much, is one huge victory. And I will always tell people, go speak up, speak out, because otherwise it's going to eat you inside. And that's what the one thing that we don't want to happen.